Hello! Hello, welcome in. Hello! Guys, it's Sunday. It's the end of the month. And most importantly, it's Miku's birthday. Happy Miku's birthday! Hello, I'm doing good. How are you guys? Welcome in. How's it going? Are you ready to talk about some games, some movies, some books? It's the Marvellous Miku birthday, yeah! Hello, is this Avalon the Monthly Media Monthly? Yeah! I thought that was yesterday. Well, I guess for some people it might be yesterday, but as far as I know, it's today where I am. Merry Media Shork of Ends of Summer! Yeah! Summer will be over soon, guys. I can't wait. Summer will be over soon. But yeah, happy birthday, Miku. I know fall. It's gonna be fall. Ah. Miku is clearly one of those it's my birth week kind of girls. I mean, it really might as well be her birthday every day. Happy birthday, Miku. Man, I love fall. I'm so excited for it to be nice out and to go do things, or maybe, I don't know, to sit outside at least. I'm so excited for just to be done. I'm excited for the anniversary stream to be over when it is. Did I make a tiny cake for my Miku figurines? I did not, no. Miku day every day, yeah, it should be. I love, she does get more than one day, right? Because there's also Miku Day. Another time in the year, right? Like in March. And then there's her birthday in August. I don't know. I'm gonna go outside and start my Fit Girl Fall arc. What the heck is a Fit Girl Fall? I'm already on my fitness arc. In the middle of the summer. A bagel? I will have a bagel in their honor later. Congrats on your cooler August. I did not have that. Laggy? Uh-oh. Internet decided to suck. I hope that's not me. I did change a little setting, so hopefully that's just on you. Surprise isn't a Miku Christmas holiday. I mean, there could be. Who's to say? Thought Miku Day was her birthday until this year. Yeah, I kind of thought so too, but I know now. Fun so far? Okay. I got my tea. Oh, guys, I engaged in a secret ritual. A sacred ritual. Just before stream, I opened a new notebook. I finally filled my notebook that I've been using since late 2023. I brought out the new one. I put some stickers on the front. It's ready to go. I didn't get as far as writing in it, but that's for later. Also, to you too. Welcome in. No Hollow Knight on screen. Well, think again. What if you are seeing Hollow Knight on screen right now? If you think about it, you kind of are. Independence Day and Marvellous Media Monthly are on the same day? Well, isn't that swell? Isn't that nice? Miku's an odd curiosity. Never bothered looking up details. I mean, it's pretty cool. I don't know. It's cool. What more is there to know? There's good music. There's a lot of good music out there. There's cute Miku out there. What goes in the notebook? This is a normal journal-y notebook. Not that I do very much journaling. I would like to do more than I usually do, but that is what this is my general day-to-day notebook. It tends to end up just being me working out the stream schedule each week. I'm the John H. Knight. The H stands for hollow. Yeah. Fill the whole notebook with journaling. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of journals. I have a lot of old journals. I used to make them myself in college. I didn't want to pay for them, so I knew how to. I had a class where I learned how to do bookbinding, and so I just used printer paper and bound my own notebook. I have a few of those, and I have a collection of other ones, but now I use all the same notebooks, and I like that they look nice together. It was rain season, now we're entering big rain season, hey? Hopefully, not troublesome rain. I want rain season. That'd be swell. Right now, it's, bad air quality season still. It's looking kind of yellow out there. Hello! Welcome, man. Yeah, I have quite a stack of notebooks. Last time I went to visit my parents, I brought back all the ones that I had left there, and there's quite a few. As long as it's not raining while you're commuting. I don't know, I've driven in some rain. It's like, there are worse things. All your notebooks don't have any free one to be used for anything new. No! We'll make a new one. Nowadays, well, not so much now, but occasionally if I need like a small notebook, like I have the book I was using for notes for blueprints and Liza P notes and stuff, that's just printer paper folded in half and stapled together. I have a little book where I keep track of the books I've read, and that's just printer paper cut in half and folded and stapled together. We love a good little book for little needs every now and then. Did that once in elementary school and you were learning about the pioneers. I feel like they probably had you doing different bookbinding than what I did. Rented electric bicycles for commuting. Oh yeah, that's not good for, no, rain's not good for that. Nothing to put in a journal. Life is uneventful. I mean, I won't try to go into why that's not the right way to look at it, but no, I don't make my own notebooks anymore, but I used to. I don't pick my own berries. I don't talk with animals. I have nicer notebooks now. Yeah, I had a terrible class where they taught us bookbinding. You get your needle and your floss, and you tie all of your registers together and whatnot. No, go off of why journals are important. No, it's okay. I don't have a coherent argument about it other than like, wow, you're wrong. But that does tend to be why I end up not writing so much in my journal anymore, as my days tend to be kind of similar, but I would like to at least start trying to write about, like, I don't know, things I read in a day or thoughts I had, even if it's not things that happened. So I used to be a druid now. Yeah, crushed by industry. Just turn into media thoughts. Yeah, and that'd be great. I want a journal of media thoughts. I need that in my life. So I'm looking to do more of that. But anyway, this is a Marvellous Media Monthly. It's 11/11, guys, make a wish. And we're gonna see what you guys have been up to. We're gonna look at what you guys did for the bingo this month. We're gonna look at the new bingo. We're gonna look at what I did this month. We're gonna look at what's coming up next week. It's gonna be an exciting week. He's a journalist. Motivation to do more stuff to write about. You could, yeah. I don't think I want to, but you could. That is an option. Oh no, not the deadly sneeze. Well, welcome in. I'm glad you survived your sneeze. Oh yeah, I've been bat watching in the evening. I realized I've had not gotten to see bats yet this summer. Every summer the bats are around outside in the evenings. And they're very fun to watch. Start a journal for your journaling ideas. I would do that. I would do something like that. But yeah, the bats have been fun to watch in the evening the last few days. That's what I've been up to. I'm there too. Yeah, they're fun. Chips were cheap. You have 12 bags of chip. Help without eating them. Well, I can't eat them. I'd die. But, eat one chip every 5 minutes. And then, by the end of the week, they'll be gone. And there you go. Guesses the content of their viewers' journals. Let's see what this bozo has in their journal. Oh no! No, I don't wanna see in you guys' journals that you don't have. That seem hard to watch, only catch the occasional flitter. Yeah, they are kind of hard to watch because you can kind of only see them when they fly over a certain spot, you know, like if I can't see them against the trees, but I can see them against the sky or like against a house. So they are kind of hard to watch, but they fly really close to my window sometimes. The other day I like heard their wings. They were so close. That's cool. On media, the Gene Wolfe Thoughts Collection, chapter 1 of 417. Yeah. Never seen a bat before in real life? They're ceiling puppies. Yeah, they're cool. They're fun to watch. Swoop around. Yeah, they're neat. Afraid to start a journal. Might end up in a Mirai Nikki situation. That's fine. Anyway, let's see what you guys brought today. Let's see what's going on. Let me get myself a brush. I wanna write on the old green. All right. We have more submissions this month, and some of them are a little bit longer, so I might kind of skim through or skip over bits, because my voice has also not been doing so hot with the Hollow Knight goofy voices and whatnot. One time at summer camp, someone put a bat in a plastic cup. That's mean. That's mean. That poor guy. But I guess that's cool. You got to see a bat. I own a bat skeleton. It's stuck at my parents' house. But I own a bat skeleton and it's really cool. Thought we were starting with the bingos? No! Not hard at all to see a bat. They were attracted to the mangoes and other fruit trees. Oh, it was chill. I could have left at any time. Oh, okay. Huh. Okay, that works then. Anyway, we got Violet Evergarden, anime and OVA. Got mixed feelings on it. From a technical standpoint, it's impeccable. Great animation work. It's beautiful. The animation is very fluid. Don't like some of the designs though. Writing has highs and lows. Great job with characterization and plotting of the episodes. Main character felt like she ought to have developed more than she did. And rolling eyes later in the episodes when it started to feel forced, I see. And then a little bit on the pacing. And the OVA was fine. I don't remember how much I watched of Violet Evergarden, but man, just the most beautiful animation. Just the most beautiful animation in that show. I was meant to go back and watch more of it. You have a small bat preserved in epoxy on your desk. Okay, I think that's a little too much for me. A skeleton? Pretty cool. And bat triplets stuck in your drain pipe. Oh, no. No. Am I a Batman villain to own a bat skeleton? No. Anyway, Violet Evergarden is a cool show. It's a cool show. I don't know. I remember crying a lot, and that's all I got. I remember crying a lot and it being really beautiful. When did I watch that? It's been years ago, but I didn't finish it. Congrats on your fixed internet. Yeah. The Bamboozler would 100% be a Batman villain next to the Riddler and the Penguin. When you put it that way. Yeah. Hello! Welcome in. Did I... It seems like I did, but let me just check something real quick. Yeah. Okay. We also have the Fragrant Flowers Blooms with Dignity in manga. I believe this is currently the hit romance manga going on. It has that status, it is very well deserved. Actual romance story rather than the more common and infuriating will they, won't they stuff. Oh, wait, I missed the rest of it. Wait, I missed that had to read more. Wait. Showing out the blooming romance between two people while developing them as characters. Imagine that. Good stuff, good storytelling, good character design, very solid ongoing character and relationship development. Recommend. Sorry, I missed that on my screenshot. Well, if you're into romance, there you go. It's quite a mouthful, the title, I gotta say. But at least it's a little poetic, I guess, and not just a like light novel kind of title. For this manga when it's in its first volume, incredibly lovely, very mature and grounded view on healthy relationships. Well, that just sounds boring. That just sounds boring. Why bother? I'm gonna look at it. The fragrant... thank you. It knew what I wanted. Yep. Yep, that's a... I don't know, I've never been a romance person anyway. That's right. Oh, cool though. Glad everybody likes that. You heard the exact line of thought we're talking about. Good. Needs more mechas. I mean, that would be something, I guess. It's great if you like romance. Okay, great. Anti-romance stance on full display. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Hello, welcome in. Let's see what our next one was. We got the King of Dragon Pass. Honestly, changing their wow, I can't read. Changing their casual attires, get the feeling of their fashion style. Oh, that's fun. Wealthy to enter stream on. Oh, Peak mentioned. Okay. King of Dragon Pass. A narrative-driven management game where you lead a tribal clan in a fantasy world. You'll manage resources, deal with religion, or interact with other clans through diplomacy, trade, or raiding with some pretty complex systems behind its seemingly simple interface, so some things might feel a bit too obscure. Meanwhile, it's also filled with randomized events, sometimes just minor incidents, and sometimes telling bigger overarching stories. You're given multiple choices on how to react, but rarely any clear indication of the consequences, which might even unfold only years later. All of this is accompanied by some very nice illustrations and extensive background lore you can and sometimes should read up on. That sounds cool. I've never heard of this. I never heard of it, but it sounds neat. I'm gonna look it up. Checking it out. Of Dragon Pass. Wow, that's some. Whoa, look at that art. It has duck people. Oh my god, it has duck people. It has duck people. This is the prequel to the 6 Ages games. Oh, okay, it does look like kind of like that. Okay, I see. Oh my god, what is that thing? Oh, it's no, that poor sheep. Oh, cool. It's the duck people, the duckle. I was gonna say like the deeple. I don't know if that's. I don't think that's it. Well, that's cool. It's from 2015. They definitely. I love they went for a very different style of key art between the game. Actually, from like 2000. It's from 2000. Oh. Wow, oh wow, okay. I thought it was just like made to look more retro. This is a remaster. Oh. Oh. Wow. Well, that's cool. Seems neat. We love some narrative-driven management. I don't know nothing about DuckTales. I never known anything about DuckTales. I think I saw Game Grumps play a DuckTales game once. Does that count? It is a mucho texto game, which I would not be able to play on stream, but it's still a cool game. Still a cool looking game. Well, that's great. That's beautiful. Let's see what we got next. We got Mansfield Park. Probably Jane Austen's least popular mature novel, and it's easy to see why. Written immediately after the near-perfect crowd pleaser Pride and Prejudice, this feels like a big swing in the other direction. It's more subdued, a less interesting romance with a more dull protagonist. There's a lot going on under the surface, however, and Austen's craft as a writer is as strong as ever. One I'll be thinking about for a while. Neat. Yeah, I know nothing about that one. I don't know if I could tell you any books she wrote outside of Pride and Prejudice. So I'm glad it was good. I tried to read Pride and Prejudice once in college, and I didn't get very far with it. I I've ever been compelled to go back, but I don't know. I probably get something out of it now that I could not then, you know. Was she Sense and Sensibility? Oh, okay. She really likes her blank and blank. Then worked with a guy who really liked Austen's books. Huh. 6 novels and they're all arguably bangers. Okay, I feel like there's one other one I should remember the name of. I'm gonna look. Crime and Punishment. She was not that one. Emma. No. Okay, Emma, but that wasn't the one I was thinking of. Okay, yeah, the thing I'm thinking of must be written by somebody else. I don't know what it is. But okay, those are the other ones. Watching Game Grumps play a game not only counts as playing it yourself, but guarantees you get to understand the game in a more deep and meaningful way than just playing on your own. Yeah, totally. Oh, cool. Maybe I'll have to pick up in Austen at some point. I still haven't made any more progress with my with my Brontes. So, yeah, I got a lot to do. We'll talk about that more though. So funny, that's cool. I found Dickens really funny. Maybe not like all the time, but at times he's very funny. Probably in a very different way though, I imagine. Oh my gosh, you were Batman and Robin too? Whoa. Because of UFO 50, which is games within games, that everybody loves this so much. Everybody loves, I would say this game, but these games, this game. Been playing a lot of this as the Switch port just came out. Oh. Very well suited to the pick up and play format. The more time I spend with it, the more impressed I am. Even if you don't vibe with every game or the retro aesthetic, this stands as a monument to creativity, ambition, and dedication to craft. Ooh, that's a nice sell. Most of the games are good, all are interesting, and underlying it all is the fake history of the people who made them. Oh, that's fun. I didn't know about that part. Beyond just the 50 games, this collection has layers to dig into. It reflects on the importance of the people behind the games the space play has in our lives and what games can mean for us. It's something very special. Oh god, so nobody ever told me about all that part. All I heard was that it was a bunch of games. The more you know. That's cool. Bruce Wayne is a bit of a Mr. Darcy type, is he? There's several in there I probably like. Oh, okay. Well, the more you know. That's great. We love monuments to creativity, ambition, and dedication to craft. That's all things I'm a fan of. This is the first positive thing you've heard of UFO 50. Have you heard negative things about it? I don't think I've ever heard anyone say anything other than glowing praise for this game. Probably a game of the year for last year and this year. Whoa. The contribution is Bloodborne. A game you've probably never heard of. No, I don't think I have. But I don't know, what an edgy name. I feel like it's trying too hard. I don't know. Yeah, I've only ever heard that everybody thinks it's like an incredible work of art, UFO 50, or that it's, you know, just fun. And it's just a great, really fun thing. But nobody's ever said it in a way that made me think I would even think to approach it. You know, it's always been a thing where I was like, oh, that's good for people who are into that kind of like retro game deal. But I'm not one of those. But now I know. Probably 5 to 10 games you really vibe with, and then 40 other games. Yeah. I've heard about it, never actually seen it. It's all blood and gore, no substance whatsoever. Probably wouldn't like it. Yeah, I probably would. You're so right. You're so right. Well, good to know about UFO 50. Neat. Isn't Bloodborne that shoujo romance visual novel? No, I think that's a different one, but I don't know. You see the fictional dev's journey, like the games start very simple though good, then get more advanced and larger scope as the collection goes on. Oh, that's cool! Oh, that's really cool! I had no idea there was like a narrative. Well, I've put it on my wish list. I'll keep it in mind. And there are sequels and stuff. Man, that's so cool. That is so ambitious. That's cool. Something about the forbidden love between the moon princess and a werewolf. Yeah. Maybe? I don't know. I think that still might be a different blood game. Anyway, wow. I finally learned what's so good about UFO 50. I'm so glad. Alright. We have a couple of longer ones here. We have the Infinite Demons of the Castle Slayer anime movie, which I didn't know that came out, but if you don't know, that's the That's the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie. It was good, was expecting to cry a lot more, but the tears already ran out after rereading the same sad chapter a bunch of times. Yeah, these together, these count as a little bit longer. So... Watching it in IMAX, it was a superb experience. Animation, action scenes, and music choreographed together to make a beautiful harmony of a story. Since it's Demon Savior, you'll be watching a bunch of sad backstories, which don't mind at this point. It's what they're known for. That's true. A solid 7.8. Next 2 movies will also have 3 to 4 fights in it as well. It'll all be done and finished by another few years. Oh, right! They're making it that many. I forgot they're making it like 3 movies. Hello, welcome in. I can't believe they're making this 3 movies. Okay. Well, I didn't know that any of those were out. I probably won't watch it because I think the time for me and Demon Slayer passed long ago. That's what happens when you keep encouraging people to grow a brain. They get all righty and eloquenty. I don't know if this is my doing. Just the Castle is 3 movies. That's what it seems to be. I mean, people like those UFO table animations. Who might begrudge. Sure. Anyway, Danger's in My Heart VTuber Reaction Mashup Season 1 and 2. What's better than people reacting to the Danger's in My Heart Season 1 and 2 VTubers? Multiple of them reacting to Danger's in My Heart Season 1 and 2. Okay. Very good rom-com anime, very good VTuber reactions. Tired of Spotify and the distracting podcast during work time? Leave this on and you'll save up your sanity, a guarantee. The more you know. Yeah, the last arc in the manga is not... I don't know, I remember it feeling like it was longer than it should have been, but there's like not that much that happened. I don't know. The other one was a bit rushed to finish it, so splitting it up could get some parts more fleshed out. I already saw a bit of that from the first movie. Oh, okay. I didn't know that it was a rushed end to Demon Slayer in the manga. Was it short? Ah, it's been so long since I read it. Maybe it was kind of a short arc. Yeah. Yeah, okay. But still, 3 movies? Last fight was long though. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. The like very last fight was too long. I don't know. Seen a couple rom-com animus before. I think the show is sitting comfortably at my top 3 rom-coms of all time. Your romance back and forth between the main characters, satisfying character development, and beautiful animation and music is too beautifully immaculate. First 3 episodes are difficult, but it's a 10 out of 10. I know Chief loves rom-coms, so why not give it a shot? Also, when's the watch-along? Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Author didn't want to get stuck into the heck of making it out of this manga because it was too profitable to end. Oh, had the foresight to end before it got to that point. I mean, I don't know. I feel like we were already coming to a good conclusion anyway, so I don't know. A rom-com watch-along? Well, we don't do any watch-alongs anymore, so we are free from that. But yeah, I've never heard of this. I'm glad it's fun though. Oh, my nose is itchy. Allergies have been bad. My allergies have been bad, which is bad for my voice. Watching paint dry stream when though? Ooh, you know. Ooh, you know. We could get that cooking real soon here. Hold on, I have to message roommate real quick. Yeah, still getting hit by the allergies. No, you don't know. Well, maybe you will. When we watch paint dry. Live on stream. We got Baldur's Gate 3. An honor run. Decided to do an honor run for Baldur's Gate 3, even though this one hates making things more difficult than they should in general. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know what this means, but okay, it's difficult. So far the journey wasn't that extreme. Your bosses got you lacking, but you hit back. Point, I was really enjoying myself a lot. Got an expected immersive difficulty spike. Okay. Bosses actually made sense now. Really loved it. Tried to do evil yet merciful dirge run. Was rewarded with a bug that killed my save in Act 3. Oh wow, great! All those hours wasted, of course, decided to start once again! In the middle of another run, this time doing things the usual way, ready to not be bound by anything. No quitter and stubborn when needed. So far Act 1 is almost done. Act 2 will be a breeze, and Act 3 is when I finally have the whole city to go wild and bring it down for who? Pop a ball? Okay. Well, thank you for that. I don't know anything about Baldur's Gate. Can someone explain? Honor mode is the no multiple saves, no takebacks permadeath mode. Oh, I see. Okay, that does sound a little tougher. You hope that bug comes back. Whoa! 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 In other words, everything you hate. Ah, I see. See, I guess I misunderstood honor run. I would have thought that was like you make choices within a certain like moral code or something. I would have thought it was something about the way you play out the story, not just like not a mode of play. But I understand the name now that I know what it is. I get it. Watch along of my favorite rom-coms. It's just sitting in silence for 3 hours. Perfect stream. Well, I hope that I hope it goes better for you this time. I hope it does not break again, and you don't lose all of that time again. That sounds rough. I've never had something like the UFO 50 message to tell me, to convince me that I'd be interested in Baldur's Gate, because I don't think anybody can convince me that I should be interested in Baldur's Gate. Save a character that killed your save. I'm not gonna save her ever again. Nice. Up next we got The Big Lebowski, which I think this was watched after it came up on stream the other day, so that's fun. Go with the flow. Stoner bro is caught up in a kidnapping incident after a pair of criminals confuse him with a millionaire with the same name. Oh. Unfortunately, this man and his friends are kind of a bunch of idiots, so things begin spiraling out of control. Dumb fun movie with a lot of big name actors playing a bunch of over-the-top characters. Would recommend for a night you want to turn your brain off. You know, I never knew what this movie was about. I've always heard of it, and I've heard everybody loves it, but I've actually never known what it was about. Right? Is that what this movie's about, right? Now I know. more, you know? Man, there's a lot of energy for the Big Lebowski. You guys, I would have thought that this would have not been like such a prominent thing for everybody anymore. I had no idea what this is about either until you watched it. Okay, I'm glad that's a common thing. Opens with my man writing a check for a carton of milk at 2 a.m. in a robe. You know, that's that's a move. Well, great. I'm glad it was a good watch. Relatable. Oh man. A bowling alley near where you live that's Big Lebowski themed? That's wild. That's wild. After all this time. We also have Hollow Knight, surprise, surprise. Bro, come on, you know what this is? It's a book, obviously, in case you guys didn't know. I couldn't not put this on here. All of my save data for this game was on Game Pass, so I've been grinding these entire last 2 weeks to make as much progress as possible before Silksong graces us with its release. And it's still just as perfect as I remember it. The art, the music, the lore, the bosses, the music, all the different challenges, the music! And since I'm getting all these achievements all over again, I thought it would be fun to have the absolute Radiance fight achieved before the Radiance fight. Pray for me, chat, because I'll be trying to beat Pantheon 5 for the first time ever soon! The music! I was just telling roommate last night, I think that I know the music from Hollow Knight better than any other game. And they went, Elden Ring? I went, no. No. It's Hollow Knight. But yeah, we've already talked a lot about how good Hollow Knight is recently. Portraits and quotes all over the bowling alley. Wild. Penning my epic fantasy story, The Hollow Knight, right this second. I can foresee no problems. Yep. Break out the Mountaintops OST from a lineup, I dare you. Right? Like, there's some of them that I feel like but like I can't recall it in my head the way I could with like a Hollow Knight song. Cause like I've listened to the Elden Ring like ambient tracks a lot, but NKG music engraved into your psyche, that's gonna be me really soon. Considering how long you love Bloodborne, couldn't recognize a single boss OST. I can see that. Yeah, there's 2, maybe 3 Elden Ring boss OSTs I could pick out. There's Lawrence, Maria, and for some reason, Failures I tend to know also. It tends to, like, it'll come on and be like, that's the Failures song, and I don't know why. So much time in Lane might recognize that theme. I think Lane is my favorite theme in Elden Ring, actually. But still, it's not like Hollow Knight. And I'm not, and like that's not a criticism or anything, right? I'm not saying that like it's music that's doing a very different job than the music in Hollow Knight, but no, I liked that message. No, I liked that on its own. I think Hollow Knight too. But I don't know, the Hollow Knight OST is so much more distinct and active. And it's just kind of built into my brain. Music takes more of a front stage than Bloodborne too. Yes, because I mean Bloodborne, all the music is the boss themes, right? It goes by the Dark Souls rules of there's only ambient music in like one area. And beyond that, it's just the boss sounds, so like you're also not in music as much. Hollow Village is the only ambient song that comes close to a Hollow Knight ambient song for you. Yeah, and that's like based on a boss theme anyway as well, so Hello, welcome in. I'm not saying hello the way you said hello. Hi, welcome in. Yeah, I think Hollow Knight's here. But anyway, we'll talk more about Hollow Knight forever. One of your D&D players used the Nightmare King theme? That's pretty fun. Out of context, the song starts playing and I screamed the failures. Do we know what time Silk Song releases on Thursday? I need to know. I don't know. I like Altus and Shadow Altus area themes. I really like the Altus theme. Guys, they put the Shadow of the Year Tree music on Spotify. But the audio, the like volume balancing on it is kind of terrible. A lot of them are like inaudible at the same volume that everything else is nice. And I wish they would fix it. I don't know how, but it makes me sad. But anyway, we got another Umineko enjoyer. Finished going through the VN this month, and it'll probably stay with me for quite a while. I can probably count on half a hand the amount of times a piece of media has made me tear up. Umineko's ending made me weep. I can't explain it without spoiling it, and it would hardly make any sense without context anyway, but suffice it to say I have never had such a strong emotional response to anything. My recommendation to read this story cannot be understated. Once again reminded that I need to start reading Umineko. Which I still not done. I know, I do gotta start it soon. I gotta make a plan. I gotta... it is a visual novel, yes. I'm gonna put a note here. I'm gonna put a note on my list of things that I definitely keep in mind and do when I should. I will do it. Does it have to do with cats? I have no idea. I don't think so. I hope it's like 1 AM your time. Can at least attend a little bit of my 2 weeks to straight streaming it. Yeah, maybe it might be like... Is the Umineko OST in the background for general reading ambience? Ooh! See, that's more motivation. Umineko, sea cat, seagull. Oh! I see. I had to look at that. Was not what you're expecting it to look like. I know, right? It does not look the way you expect the way everybody talks about it. It means seagull. That's so funny. I didn't know that before. That if it's seagull. Why are seagulls called sea cats? I mean, I guess they're kind of mean. That's funny. Their call sounds like cat noises. Does it though? I guess they do kind of yeah, but it's not in the way the cat does. Huh. Okay. By association to seagulls, I must now legally hate Umineko. Well, I'm glad that was a good experience. I look forward to eventually getting to it. I will do it. I will do it. I bought it. I bought at least the first half. Or the first part. I bought it. It's in my Steam library. I'll get there. I stare at it every time I open my Steam library because I put it in my main folder. I put it in the main ongoing games folder. I'll do it. I'll do it. There's one day I almost did it. No, it's not Sea of Cats. I don't think. Yeah, the ongoing games folder. It has things in it that probably shouldn't be in it anymore, but it's got 15 whole games in it. Almost same name. Yeah. Hello. How's the Fear and Hunger playthrough going? so good. It's so good. I'm not even apprehensive about Umineko. I just never. I just always put off playing games and stuff on the. Anyway, we got Superman. We got Superman in 1978. Since the new Superman movie came out, I decided to go back and watch the old original starring Christopher Reeve. Given that the movie's over 40 years old, I think it holds up pretty well. If you're willing to accept some campiness from the acting and special effects, that sounds like a bonus. Plot-wise, first half is the basic origin story we all know. It gets weird and wacky in the second half. It revolves around Lex Luthor's evil plot to buy cheap land in Arizona, then use a nuclear bomb on the San Andreas Fault to cause an earthquake that will sink California into the ocean, thereby giving Lex a monopoly on beachfront real estate along the new West Coast. What? He fails to foil the scheme in time. He has to fly around the Earth so quickly that it reverses the rotation, which will, of course, reverse the flow of time, and he saves the day. I think the campiness is not just in the acting and special effects. I think it's baked into the whole thing. That's crazy. I thought Lex Luthor was supposed to be a villain. Not 2095, I finally finished Fear Bunker. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. The 70s were a different time. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Watch the other ones, they're equally insane or what? He's like an alien, right? Isn't that like Superman's an alien? He's not just a dude, right? Relatable. People probably liked California less back then even. He's just a dude? Yes, alien dude. Alien raised on Earth. Okay, I was gonna say, it's a wild scheme for a dude who's an alien to just show up and decide that this is the thing. But okay, he was raised on Earth. So I guess... I guess it makes more sense. And I think my writing isn't good enough. People paid to see this and had a good time. Yeah, I mean... Wait, no, Lex is human? Oh, okay. Okay, then okay, that's fine. Yeah, Superman's an alien. Well, I thought they were both aliens. Okay. Cause I knew Superman was an alien. Alien that looks like a dude and raised like a dude. There's a lot of confusion. Why does everybody have a different... I know Superman's an alien for sure. Lex is just an evil businessman. Okay. Wow. Okay. Got it. Well, that makes more sense than... Ah, he's a capitalist. The ultimate evil. Just because he's bald doesn't mean he's an alien. Well, yeah, I know Superman's evil. Superman's an alien and he's not bald, so yeah. And he hates California. Okay. Okay. Whatever, man. He's rich, but unlike Batman, the bad rich because he doesn't punch poor people. Oh, man. Oh, man. Alright, anyway. toxic BL story. We don't need to go into that. Superman's evil. I mean, I don't know, and maybe, you know, I'm not here to do a media analysis of superheroes. Yeah, he is from Kansas. I forgot that's like a Superman thing. Yeah. Anyway, we got Subways of Your Mind by Fex. A song. You mean tell me someone actually found the most mysterious song on the internet after literally decades? And I missed it. Now it's legitimately on Spotify. I've been jamming into it all month. I have no idea what that... I don't know that... I've never heard of this. What's up with that? What's the deal with the Subways of Your Mind? It actually lost the time? What makes a song mysterious? I'm confused. Don't understand. You know what I do understand? My Christmas list I sent to my mom, I put some new key components on there. It's a song that was posted on forums in ye old internet, but no one could identify it until this year. Wow. Wow. 70s was before what? The song was like pseudo-lost media for decades. There was a low-quality recording of it that was the only trace for the entire time, but no one could find the actual name or band until recently. That's wild! Oh, okay. Wait, we also have song. Song is song to the unknown song, so song can't be song until song, so TLDR song. Okay. That's crazy! Wow. Well, neat. I hope it's I'm glad it's a good song everybody gets to listen to now. With knowledge. The more you know. We also have the BAM MV. I think this one's cheating. You're not supposed to list me as your MMM post. But anyway, made an AMV. Found a new hobby. Imagine a shameless, long, detailed, and convincing text here that tells you to watch it. You have to check it out, okay. I'm glad you had fun making an AMV. That was neat. It was neat. What will your next masterpiece be? In the AMV space? Oh, my clock. Switching to 12 kind of spooked me just now. I'm doing great. Maybe burp. Oh, okay. Lost media stuff is weird. Didn't the pilot of Family Guy thought to be super lost media found earlier this year or something like that? Oh, really? I don't know. I feel like there's some lost media thing that I've heard of at some point that I don't remember what it was now. Oh, good gosh, we're at the end already. How time flies. Time for the bingo. No. There's still more. Oh, here's go. They found the lost pilot for a US-produced live-action Sailor Moon adaptation, and it was amazing. What kind of amazing do you mean? What kind of amazing? Well, neat. Amazing in weirdness. Oh, okay. We have one more. Wall of text. Man, my nose is so itchy. Yeah. Aren't you gotta get an editor? I'm gonna skim over some of this. Is there... do Buffy and Sailor Moon have a... I wouldn't have thought of that. No, not the live-action Powerpuff Girls. You have an audiobook version of this? Saint Seiya, oh jeez. Alright, we have Blue Velvet Extended Cut. You know, I don't think I saw the extended cut of Blue Velvet. Also, it's been a while. Yeah, I am the audiobook version. And I know that the beginning of this is merely a jest. What kind of cake is blue velvet? Blue and velvety. The extended code is on Internet Archive. Oh, okay. I'm gonna read this even though it will pain me physically to do so. I can't do it. I can't do it. Part of your wedding cake was blue velvet. Oh my god! Was it because of the movie? If I say that line, I can skip the rest. Okay. David Lynch walked so that Hideo Kojima could run. You can't look at this, then look at Kojima's works and looking back at this movie and think, oh god, this is where he got it from. I don't know if he did. I don't know if I do think that Kojima is influenced by David Lynch very much, but I've never really thought about it. I was allergic to Red 40. Oh, that's fun. You felt your entire body convulse hearing that line. Imagine how I felt saying it. To say it's just weird would be a massive understatement, but I bet this movie doesn't even scratch the surface of how bizarre Lynch's works can get. That is true. Kinda unimaginable how well this movie uses weirdness as a fuel to efficiently always keep the viewer on guard. At points I had nearly suspected every character, even the main character, of being not what they really seemed because of how seemingly alien they all were directed to act. Overall, I quite enjoy it. Unlike Mulholland Drive, I think I could have watched this on my own and still have a good time and follow along well enough. Well, I'm glad it seems like you had a better time. He says he takes influence from lots of things that are more restrained than him. Yeah, I don't know. Hello, is 'tis media mogul Madam Madman Bam. Yes, welcome in. Kojima, David, that's not even an option. It's not even a choice. He did search it up. He actually made a post about it years ago. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. He watches all the movies. He's seen every movie ever made. I don't know. Had a post for this month, but kept debating if she should save it for the annual or not. Didn't decide in time. Oh, okay. Kojima or David Cage? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. 7 years ago, you mentioned paying homage to Twin Peaks and the original Dune. Oh my god, the original Dune! That's such a movie. That's such a movie. Watch that at some point. I see your face, don't you dare laugh. But yeah, Blue Velvet's fun. I watched it in college at some point. I don't think I've seen it since then, so it's been a minute, but I remember really liking it. Yeah, so are you planning to continue? Now you've seen Mulholland Drive, you've seen Blue Velvet, you gonna dive into any of the other works? At least Kojima has actual fun games under his belt. True. Oh. I'm still recovering from having to say that one sentence. I need more tea. was during the first closet scene. Ah. You got to see the Silent Hill 2 part. Something on my mug. What is that? Odd. Ever watched the Austin Powers movie? I think so. I think at some point I watched them with my parents. Long ago. I think I saw them. I think there was a moment where my parents went, "What do you mean you haven't seen those?" And we watched them. Oh. Oh. Got back into it after the fact. In the process of convincing your friend to also watch Eraserhead. Oh my god. Okay, so Eraserhead was his first film. And it is, like, extremely experimental and super, super strange. If you want, like, a comprehensible movie experience, that Eraserhead is not it. If you want something much easier and more fun to watch, there's always Twin Peaks. It's a much bigger commitment, but... My red tie thingy reminds you of Austin's weird necktie thing. Oh, I kind of hate that. Be a time in which we'll both share roles. Yeah, make note. But that's not all. We also have Shadow of the Torturer. I've gotten someone to read Book of the New Sun. Victory achieved. Must finally get yourself to watch Twin Peaks. Heard only good about it. It's really great. Season 2 is not as great. He didn't direct season 2 actually. Season 1's really great, and you kind of need to still watch season 2 because they're still good. I think he came back in for like part of it, but most of it was not made by David Lynch. And then the newer season 3 was like a whole other can of worms, but also really great. I don't know. He did do Fire Walk with Me. There is so there is also Fire Walk with Me for Twin Peaks. There's a few things. There's seasons 1 and 2 of the show, and Fire Walk with Me, and then season 3. Season 2 wasn't Lynch, but he came back for the last episode. Right, just the last episode, yeah. But it's still worth watching. Read the audiobook. Oh. I think you just hate audiobooks. Gonna try the physical book. Yeah, I would recommend that. There's a lot of really strange words that I don't know how I don't do audiobooks in general, but I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be able to do a Shadow of the Torture audiobook unless I also had the book in my hands. There's a lot of really strange words in there. I'd feel kind of lost, I think. Plus, I don't know, it's so dense. I don't know. I feel like that's a really tough audiobook kind of book. People say skip most of season 2 are overdoing it. It is dire for a moment. It does get a little dire in season 2. But I don't know, I think season 2 is also kind of funny in how dire it gets. It gets a little, we go a little off the rails, and it's kind of funny at times, I gotta say, but What's Lost gotta focus so hard? Yeah, I don't think it would make for a good audiobook. It sounds like that's true. But alright. Book of the New Sun is managing to scratch itches on the far sides of my brain that I would have never thought would actually ever be scratched in such a satisfying way. Blending of medieval and sci-fi as you're slowly building this big dying world in your mind with technology much more advanced than the remaining lingering traditions of the world itself is just incredible and seemingly seamless. Main characters themselves is extremely fascinating. As things stand right now, for the life of me, I cannot discern whether or not they're an unreliable narrator, or if they're purposely trying to deceive and manipulate the story as they regale their memories to the reader. And the plot! Can't continue this without making it into another essay. With my recent completion of Shadow, I'm already eyeing the next sizable amount of free time I have available to drive straight into Claw. Nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Uh... I feel like it's a hard one to recommend, so I'm glad somebody picked it up and liked it. I feel like it's something I love it and I talk about it, and then I'm like, I don't know if people would... I don't know if I think everybody should read it. Where's Earl comes up and it starts to write itself. I was happy to see major breaks. Yeah. Something you really enjoy is predicting plots of a story before it happens. Gotta say, like a third of my notes are going, ooh, this could mean this later. Ah, yeah, it'll definitely mean that later. Yep. But that's good if you're keeping note of things for later. If you're looking at things and going, ah, this will be important later, that's like half the reading experience. It's going, oh, is that a thing? Oh, is this a thing? And then you reread it and you go, oh, that was... Oh, this other thing that I didn't think of was a thing. And that other thing that I thought was this thing is actually this thing. And then it goes on forever. You would read it, maybe? I bet you'd have a great time. For sure. So some fun sticky notes. I'm not gonna read them out, but they're very fun. Other third things, jot down larks or writing down lines. You can't write down here in fear of getting bonked. Yeah. Well, that's fun. I'm glad it's scratching the itch for you. I find it like that too. It's very, I don't know, it's special. Very unique. I'm gonna talk about this a bit later, but I've been reading more of his short stories, and I've reached a certain point in them where I'm starting to feel a resemblance. But I'll talk about that more in a bit. We got bingos to look at now. Thank you everybody for your submissions this month. We had quite a variety. They were quite fun. Now it's bingo time! This font kind of doesn't look good in all caps. Sad, but I went with it anyway. It's fine. I really like this font. It's kind of a J. Yeah, it is very... Oh, I just realized something I forgot to fix on the upcoming bingo. I'll fix that when we get over there. I forgot to change the month on it. It's banjo time. Here's all our bingos. We went back to Discord, so there's actually a bunch of bingos this time. So many bingos. Let's take a closer look. They kind of go well with the background color. I like it. Let's see. Why is that not on? Let's see what we got. We got 6 ages. We got 40s art. Ooh, we love a good... We love it. What's the name of it? Nighthawks? Is that the name of the painting? Like UFO 50. 2015 early access. Ooh, that's a good pick for that. Game Helpin' Squad World Quester 2 for our 2000s video. Wow. Yeah, labeling the years is pretty fun. We have 1814 Mansfield Park. I think I tweeted the manga score. And Seinfeld. Oh boy, hold on, let me grab my hand. And Seinfeld, very, very fun. Let's see what we got down here. We have a lovely Venus of the 40s. We have a very blurry shark in the middle. I look really funny without my weird wraparound hair. We got Hitman, that's very fun. Oh, we got Frank Frazetta. That's a classic. Six Flags? No, that was not Six Flags. That was 6 Ages. We got D&D 5.5E. Keyboard Cat, the original Keyboard Cat. Yeah, it does add a lot to the silhouette. Yeah, I've been made more aerodynamic. Looks like I'm missing the ears. Yeah, it has the vibe of like if I was missing the ears. Oh. We have Dragon Ball from the 80s. We got bread from Dragon Ball. Better fuel economy. We got Eva for the 90s. We got Friday the 13th Part 3. How was that? I've never seen any past the first one. If I actually comb my hair. My hair's better uncombed, I'll have you know. We have Subways of Your Mind like we talked about. We have Minecraft. Very nice, very nice. Excellent. Excellent. Bingo. What do we got over here? Oh my god, wait a second. That is not from 1999. The live-action Diamond is Unbreakable movie is not from 1999. What do you mean? Prove it? Look at it. Was there any JoJo anime in 1999? When was the OVA? Hold on. JoJo live action movie. It says 1999. It's lying. It's from 2017. Bioshock in 1912. Oh, I see what's happening. You did this bingo in a different manner. Oh, that 90s show. Oh, I get it now. I just zeroed in on JoJo so hard. Pacific Rim 514. You're gonna like the next bingo. And it starts in 1880s manga. So good. This one's my favorite. 1912. The Titanic on the Nintendo DS, man. I didn't notice Django before I noticed JoJo. This is great. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 bingo. You know, 2020 really did feel like Pacific Rim when you think about it. Yeah, the 90s D&D movie. Are you Jack trying not to die? Like, I guess. What do you do? It looks like it's a hidden object game. Or something. Look at this dude! Okay. That was great. That was great. Oh, we have some more set in 1807 for Obra Dinn. That's fun. It is a hidden object game. Oh man. 90s movie, 94 minutes long. Ooh, okay, we have some more creative interpretations. I like these. Also, wait. I didn't mention, I love this video so much. I'm happy to, I forgot to mention, happy to see that in there. Oh, the king drinks. Oh, the 1640s. Nice. Yeah, I liked 40s art as like a that could be any century. Which video is that? I can't believe you've done this. That's what video it is. I can't believe you've done this. I love it so much. A classic. Anyway. 70s fantasy games are set in their world's 1270s at least. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. We got bread. We got lots of bread. Cool. 2025 and set in the 20s. Oh, we doubled up on 20s shows. Sweet. More like a GIF. Oh my god, those are kind of like a GIF. I like it, but I'll take that. I'll take that as a movie. A lot of Dragon Ball for 80s manga. A lot of me at the zoo. Excellent. Wait, 2025 and based on game from 1929 and has 25 squares and 22 letters in MMM. Wow. Now that's a 20s game! Whoa! It's Bingoception! Whoa! I love that. That's great. Oh look, I'm Also, I love this. I love all the different timeline me's. That's very good. That's very good. Oh man. Oh, and we got some Mozart. Excellent. That's beautiful. We got 7 Samurai for the 50s. That's pretty good. I don't think I ever saw that one. I've seen a few. But not that one. Imagine the yapping. Short collab? No, just have a collab. Alright. Let's see what else we got going on our second page of bingos. I did not expect such goofy results for this one, and it's very good. We got 20s game peak. We got... This got crunched. Still life with... it's from the 1640s. Some of these get crunched when I scale them up to this, like, really high resolution document that I have here. We got Dragon Ball. We got this guy. I feel like that would make a really funny emote. Just like... We got me over Final Fantasy 15, but really blurry. Still Life with Bolt of Stitches by Giovanna Garzoni. Okay. Oh, look at this bread! Oh! That's a fun painting. That's some fun bread. It's the doggy in the window! You guys have the boy in the hair and Trigun. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. So 2 paintings for bread. Leave the other one for next time because it's cooler. Oh, cool. We love cool bread paintings. How could you tell that was FF15? Look at it. Of course it is. I had those thumbnails for however many episodes. It's the FF15 cover art. The Scarecrow of Oz from 1915. Ooh. Land of the Lustrous. That... I guess that's sci-fi. The dog does look sad. It's because he's in the window. He wants to go home. He wants to get... He just look really sad. You can see the edginess from here. No one put the French kid dancing with the baguette. Quick, how much is that doggy? Quick, somebody! How much? Alright, what else we got? Oh my god, the Smosh food battle! Whoa! Oh, we got Nighthawks again. We got some Sonic Adventure 2. We got the Big Lebowski. We got Bread. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. What a win. Smosh is such a hard throwback. We got, yeah, Stellar Blade. Monster Hunter Ultimate 3. Never heard of Common Side Effects, but it's got a fun style going. We got Elvis. Very nice. Very nice. Pretty good. Nice. Oh my god, look, I've become the Iron Chief. It's like the One Piece logo. Oh wait, something about this one. Wait, I almost forgot. I almost cropped it out and deprived us of the cute. This one's got Hornet sitting on the top. I picked the best media for each category this month. Ooh. Dang. Just sitting up there. Had 2 photos for the dog. The one was blue. Didn't want to cause a bloopers. PTSD. Thank you. Thank you. Well, that's beautiful. Let's see what we got over here. We got a lot. This is a full bingo. On this crazy bingo. Did we have any? Was there another full one? This one just looks so complete. Let's see. We got Cave Story. I did realize after the fact that Ott's indie game was maybe a bit of a stretch of a thing to put. There were a lot of like the early indie games that I thought were earlier than they were, but it turns out that they only really started in like 2010. So that's my B. That's my B on that one. How many MMs do you think this month that mentions Silk Song? A couple. We got Metropolis. We got the man who laughs. I don't like him. I wish he wasn't laughing. I wish he wouldn't. Frankenstein Jr.? Not young Frankenstein. Frankenstein Jr. Peter Davison at Comic-Con. Oh, cool! I hope that was fun. That sounds fun. I don't know why I said it like that. Want to figure out if you could put Oregon Trail. We got BoJack Horseman. We got Signalis. We got Arrival. We discover the stories of Ted. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Ching. Close-ish, maybe. We got more Piano Cat. Keyboard Cat. Sorry, keyboard. I've heard very good things about his stories. Even though I've only seen Arrival. I was wondering why Frankenstein Jr. didn't feel right. Yeah, that's the apparently the French title. The Fluke movie hecked you over as a kid. I've never heard of this. It looks odd. Fluke, the dog boots movie. No photos of bread. It's not a complete bingo. 80s song. We're no strangers to Short Guido the Boo, and so do I. You know the Boo, and so do I. Excellent. Beautiful bingo. Oh, Gremlins too. I think that's another one. The one you saw was also of a dog, but more dramatic and sad. I don't know, it kind of looks like it could be dramatic and sad. They got Fluke from the Fluke movie to play the Fluke Mark in Hollow Knight. I know, that's wild. That's the wild casting they managed there. Alright, and then last up we got... Ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh man, Blazing Saddles. We got Aliens. We got Blade Runner. Lots of sci-fi on this one. Disinfect Radical Sad. Oh, okay, okay. We got Rimworld. Oh, Saints Row 2. Wow. World of Goo. Now there's one of the indie games that I thought would be from around that time that is actually from that time. And not 2010 or 2011. Spiders on drugs? Oh no! What are they doing to the spider? Oh jeez. Yeah, World of Goo is ancient. Gunsmith Cats. I've never heard of that. But that sure looks like a 90s anime. It's an amazing video, is it? You guys- oh, everybody knows it. I do not know Spiders on Drugs. Mr. Bean also. Wow. Red. These look like what I would know as English muffins. But I'm sure they have another name outside of America. They look like sad sponges. No, they look like English muffins. No! Ever seen those bread? They're English muffins! I'm sure the English don't call them that. I don't know what everybody else calls them. Fly Night looks cute. I think I've seen that on Steam before. Yeah, they don't look sad at all. They use them for like a breakfast sandwich or something. I don't know. I think my mom likes to eat them with butter and peanut butter on them. Muffin here is a cake. Well, muffin here is also usually a cake, but they were even tasty. Well, good. Yeah, Fly Night seems fun. Butter and peanut butter, yup. Toasted, butter it, peanut butter it. Well, that's a lovely bingo. And it's so fun. That's cool. I don't know anything about it. No, I'm sure. I think I've seen it before on Steam. That's all I know. Sadly short. No. Okay. Excessive butter. Like I don't think she eats them anymore though. Also add raw peanuts to it, so it's peanut butter. No. No, I don't think she did. But that'd be funny. I think that's outside of my mom's sense of humor. Alright, that was the bingos, everybody. Are you ready to see the next bingo? I had an idea for this bingo. I think it's funny. I mean, this is a totally normal bingo. What am I talking about? Yeah, I didn't change the month. Hold on, let me fix the month. Ah! And there we go. Some of you can maybe tell what this bingo is all about. Some of you can maybe tell what this bingo is about. Instructions unclear, fell into volcano. No! Very subtle, yes. So, do what you will with this bingo. Do what you will with this bingo. Yeah, it's Minecraft themed this month. I thought that'd be really funny. You know, it'd be really funny if someone did this whole thing with Minecraft. That'd be so funny. I challenge yourself to actually do this one. Nice. But yeah, that's the next bingo. I'll get that posted. Look forward to it. Gonna do it the entire thing with Sonic out of spite. Perfect. A challenge. Try not to put Hollow Knight in. Gonna do it not use Silk Song at all. Sweet. How wild can we be with contraptions? As wild as you want. Yeah, use a different measured baby. You play Blasphemous. Good times. Good times. Yeah, you all pick a different game to fill out. You all pick a different one game to fill out the entire card with. Are we allowed to submit more than one bingo sheet? I guess if you really want. Sure. If you feel like it. But that's, you could do this with Nice. I still gotta play that. I bought it a while ago. I didn't get around to it. Alright. That's the next bingo. If you can fill it out with 40k, you can try. You could try. Let's see what I got up to. We had, some games. And, some bugs. And some bug games. We had Peak, which was very fun. We had just a tiny bit of New Vegas. We had Luto, which was very fun. We had BioShock Infinite, which was certainly a game. I wonder how many games will appear next month. So little Hollow Knight. Yeah, Peak was very fun. I could not believe that Realms of the Haunting was since our it might have been like just at the end of July, but it's been since our last MMM, I think, unless I got it wrong, but which I might have, but I don't think so. We played a little Power Wash, a little Grounded. Hidden Folks was good. Alba was very fun. I liked that one a lot. I liked Alba. Beetle Uprising was also quite fun. Lost But Found was cute. But this is largely infected by just a tiny bit of Hollow Knight. You see what at the bottom? What? Currently finishing Alba. Nice! Peek one more time, this time for real. Oh yeah, and Xenoblade is in here. I feel bad for the Xenoblade enjoyers right now because, gonna be a minute. Gonna be a minute. Common Swift is uncommon animal. Gives you OCD. Yeah. I'm sorry, Xenoblade enjoyers, but we'll get back to it. We gotta clean up that blue splash. It'll leave a mark. Yeah, we can't let that stain in there. The longest running series in channel history. I think it's gonna be, yeah. I don't think it's gonna have much competition. It's doing it. Not by my direct intent, but that's just the way of things. Alright, that's games. It was a good gaming month. We finished up the BioShock series, and now there's a hole in my life, a BioShock-shaped hole that we have to fill somehow. All right, I made some notes on books, so I would have things to say. They're not like extensive or anything, but all I used to do is play Kingdom Hearts. No. I made a couple of notes just so I wouldn't pull up a book cover and go, yep, that's a book. For some of these. Some of these I probably still do. Okay. And we're gonna take it a little slower this time. We got Bleak House, which I finished earlier this month, even though it feels like I finished it like 2 or 3 months ago. This has been a really long month, I feel like. I don't know how there's been, I don't know how there's been so much. They have some other immersive simulations. I don't know, man. We could play Dishonored too. I have that. Really cool cover. Yeah, it's not the cover of the copy of Bleak House that I have, but it's fun, isn't it? On a scale of 1 to 10, how bleak would you say this house is? Not very bleak, honestly. Like, probably like a 4. The actual Bleak House, not very bleak, and by the end, extremely unbleak. So I guess I could play the original Shock game. But Bleak House was fun. It I had complained, I slightly complained at some point about it not really having a plot, which is not necessarily a criticism, but just like, wow, there's not, I started to wonder if anything was going to happen, but then it turned out that he just took a really, really long time to do a whole lot of setup for then a plot to kick off. He had to set up all of his little pieces on the board really extensively, and then he could move them around in a plot for the last, like, 200 pages. 200 to 300 pages. Which was fun. It turned into like a whole murder mystery kind of thing for a while. And now I can say I've read a Charles Dickens book and I liked it. I don't think I'm planning to read any other ones at this point in time because I kind of feel like I got it. The Moby method. I guess so, but I guess kinda. Like for 99% of other novels, not having a plot would be a major issue. I don't know. You've read Shadow of the Torturer. You think it has a plot? What happened to all the evil people? They got their comeuppances. At least some of them. But yeah, it was about how the courts is evil, and he does this thing, or at least he did it in here, and I imagine this is just kind of the thing he does, is he kind of took the courts as a core issue, and then took a bunch of characters that sort of each explore a different way that the courts ruin people's lives. And just make them take away all of their potential and their livelihood and leave them messed up. So that's... It is cool. It's a fun thing. I'd say like the main focus of the book is like these character portrait kind of things. He is good at words, yeah. Yeah, that's Bleak House. I finally finished it. It took me a long time. But it is a long book. So. I also brought you guys a supplementary photo of my copy of Bleak House so you can understand what's up with my book dart situation. It was 800 pages. And why I always run out of book dart. This is what my copy of Bleak House looks like. So this is why I'm always running out of my markers, because this is how it is. I did work on notes just a little bit today for Once in Future King, so I'm getting there. Why would I do that to a book? Oh man. Gorman Gas, that's gonna be bad. Atlas. Just marking every time a character you like showed up. No, there were not this many characters I liked. There were not that many appearances of characters I liked. in the slightest. I did like that there's this one, like, line right here where there weren't any. There's just this, like, one clear path through them all. I kept wondering, as the farther I got, I kept wondering if I was gonna end up putting a mark there, and, like, these ones got closed, but it still left it open. Use it as a stepping stool? I don't need the stepping stool to reach the top of the fridge. How do you even hold a softcover book like that? What? With your hands? Nothing interesting happens 3/4 of the way down the page. He was very specific about that. Yeah, it just can't happen. But yeah, I thought that would be funny to show you guys. I also finished The Once and Future King this month, which was great, and I read the Book of Merlin in addition to that, even though I kind of wish I didn't. Book was okay. The book that was okay. I would really recommend Once and Future King. It's a very good book. But Book of Merlin was not my cup of tea. I gotta say, like, it was a time. I read it. We love some really doomed love triangle. We love some really long lists of objects. He does a fun job of painting images of he did a lot of learning and research about, like, the details of life in that time, and he shares it, and it's fun. You're Not Alone, there's a reason he didn't publish it? Yeah. Really nice passage in there, though. There were some good parts, but, like, on the whole, there's a reason it wasn't published. And I don't think it's quite the reason listed on the Wikipedia page about it. At least not entirely. It was certainly a thing I read that I don't know that it needed. So, but still, the first 4 books are wonderful. They were a great time. They are funny, and they are heartfelt, and they are sad, and they're a lot. They're a lot. Almost like The Myths Around Merlin, but never read a book about it. Would you recommend it? I mean, the books are generally largely not about Merlin. He's mostly not there. And also the Book of Merlin it's really short, and 2, it's still mostly about Arthur, but it's about Merlin being stupid. I don't know. The Book of Merlin is like a additional little philosophical exploration at the end of the main story that was not based on the actual source material of Arthurian myth that the rest of it is based on. So, which of the first 4 was my favorite? The third one. I don't know. I really liked the first book. I did really like the first book, but I think the third book is my favorite in the end. Sounds odd? Yeah, it was odd. Anyway, yeah, you knew it. Of course you did. Anyway, hold on. We have to unpack something real quick. I wish I could just pick up a book and just read it. Unfortunately, there's too much slop out there, or at least in my library, and I don't want to read slop. You can just say you don't like reading. You can just say you don't want to read a book. And leave it at that. I did really like 3, but it might be 4. I did really like 4. I really liked I liked the turn we took in 4. Hold on, I want to see if I have, like, the specific points marked of, like, what chapter it was with the one thing. Is this it? I really like the turn that Mordred takes in the end. I love the scene, really near the end. What chapter is this? Chapter 11. when they have that conversation and it talks about how he's like his mom. Eeh. You're not implying anything about these books. I know. I didn't think you were. Or it's just peak sad old man content. Yeah. Arthur being a well-meaning guy who just can't do good. Yeah, you feel really bad for Arthur by the end. It was really... Book of Merlin was such a strange turn because by the end of it, you're just like, wow. Merlin was... What Merlin did to him, Merlin did him so dirty. Like, setting him up to be responsible for all of this. And then you get Book of Merlin where he's, like, trying to recover himself. And it's like... No. No, sorry. I don't think you can. It was a time. It's really great. It's a lovely book. I would recommend it. Merlin does just suck. He has a... I don't know. He thinks he's doing something good. But... I understand that White was trying to figure out his anti-war stance. Yeah, no, and I do understand that, especially from the introduction to Book of Merlin that I read. Like, yes, and that is kind of what the entirety of Book of Merlin is like trying to work through that kind of thought process, I think, but like, still. But still. We also have the Metamorphoses. I didn't put these in any particular order. We have the Metamorphoses, which I'm still chipping away at. I don't remember which book I'm in now. I got to, it's Ovid. I got to... Minerva visiting the Muses? I think... She went to see the fountain the Pegasus made, or whatever. Just after a really big battle. That was hard to read. Really? Wait, no, you mean a different thing. I know it. This happened last time. Let's lead up to your favorite section. Oh, cool. I hate dropping books in the middle, but the books in the libraries around here are so bad. I feel like reading just find it hard to find new books you want to read. I mean, I guess if the library is your only access to books, then that's fair. Do they have like a search system you could look for old books that everybody has agreed are good? There's a lot of slop in libraries, I will say that. I worked in a library for a time. I say worked. I volunteered in a library for a time. There's a lot of slop in there, but they also should at least have something. Yeah, I'm enjoying the Metamorphoses. I really liked Actaeon and Narcissus and the whole Pentheus and Bacchus part where his mom rips him apart in the end. That was pretty cool. I look forward to more Bacchus stuff. Yeah, I really liked Actaeon partly because I already had learned a bit about him as like in the context of like alchemical symbolism. I think he's cool. Yeah, the Narcissus one was very, very good. I marked a few points in that. I've either read those or they have one copy that's always loaned by someone else. Have you heard of ebooks? Have you heard of ebooks or holds? I don't know if your library has a hold system. Have you heard of Reddit? Where you can get a sort of 50-50 chance on if they recommend you an actually good book. Have you heard of requesting books for your library to purchase? I don't know if they have that where you live, but they do where I live. Just write your own book! Oh, I also read The Great Gatsby, which is, I think, my third time reading it. And it was my favorite book for a long time. And for a long time, anybody asked me my favorite book, and I would have said this. Comment was missed. Quick overview what Metamorphoses is about again. Oh yeah, Metamorphoses is like a ton of like the old classical myths collected into one epic poem. Just one? Sure. The Great Gatsby is an old favorite. Get avid about it. Sure, yes. And it still holds up in my mind really well. I like it a lot. Usually given a twist from their usual version by Ovid. Yeah, he's got his own take on him. Only remember about the Great Gatsby is there's a lot of green. Is there a lot of green? There's the green light. I don't think there's anything else green, really. There's a lot of colorful outfits and things. There's a lot of mention of color. And some poignant mention of the absence of color. I think there's just a green light, though. Oh yeah, that, okay. You could just read the greatest piece of literature, the Bloopy Photo Man fanfic epic adventure. Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, the green light at the end of the dock. Yeah, Great Gatsby is one I put in a couple markers just for something, but it was one I went into and I was like, all right, I'm gonna put a lot of marks in this, and then I didn't, because I would have had to mark the entire book because it is so compact, and it's just so like perfectly tuned, where every little bit is doing its little perfect job, and it's right there. The green light is the white whale of Gatsby. Thumbs up. Could request but don't know which title to request. Reddit has this little quirk of everyone answering, "This is nothing like what you want to read, but I liked it," when you search for recommendations. I see. I'm still hearing... I'm still receiving the same message as I did with the first statement. I'm done with it. The Great Gatsby was wonderful. I've read a fair bit of his other stuff, and I never liked any of that very much, and I don't think it was very good, especially compared to this. I never got around to reading his other... What's the other one of his that's supposed to be like his other novel that is really well regarded? I don't remember. There's a couple of them and they have similar titles, I think. But, here's a longer book that's like Gatsby. Really? You don't have the book darts for it? No, I mean, I didn't put any in it, because I couldn't. Hold on, I'm looking it up. Mr. Fitzgerald. I guess it's Tender as the Night. I tried to read The Beautiful and Damned, and I hated it. I hated it so much, and I did not continue reading it. But Tender as the Night is supposed to be good as well. Is Great Gatsby a shorter book? Yes, it's very short. Yeah, it's, my copy is, I think, 180 pages, and they, like, really stretched it to be that long. It's a really short book. If you ever want, like, a really nice, compact book to check out, it's a fun one. Very tightly paced, that one. Gets in, gets out, does what it's doing. Bungo Stray Dogs. Fitzgerald attacks the HQ of the protagonist in a giant air fortress in the shape of the white whale. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's very doable. Very doable. Check it out. You'll know what the American 1920s were all about. The captain of the ship is in fact the author of Moby. Man, what a show. What a show. It sounds like it got a little crazier after the amount of it I watched. Wheels of the Dying Earth by Jack Vance, which is a series, but I only read the first one. The series of loosely connected short stories, all set in the far future. It is. I think when I finished it, I talked about it a little bit on stream. It's very pulpy. It's very very genre. But it is fun. I really liked the last story in it, especially, and they're pretty fun. There was more than I expected of like really classic wizardy type stuff. Of like, oh, I'm this big fancy wizard who and I have all of these spells and I use my enchanted boots to do this thing. Like, okay, avant-garde? No, the opposite of avant-garde. I would say Pulp Fiction is the opposite of avant-garde. Not be continuing. I'm not planning on reading more. Maybe at some point I could, but I'm more likely to pick up another Michael Moorcock series or continue with Tanith Lee. This was not my favorite in my foray into the older fantasies. Which is a shame because I was really looking forward to it. People recommended a lot in the context of Book of the New Sun, and I think just because of the setting. Quentin Tarantino avant-garde, that's not what I meant! Oh man. But yeah, that was my experience with Dying Earth. It was fun. I don't like regret reading it or anything, but it was, I don't know, I expected a little more from it. It was still fun. It was still fun. It didn't quite scratch the itch I wanted. I'm sure it'd be the right thing for somebody. I also just barely started reading the Gormenghast trilogy. I haven't continued it since I got my physical copy, but I want to soon. I'll say more about that in a bit, but I read the first like two and a half chapters, and I'm in love with it. I'm so excited to read the rest. I think you heard said that Vance had the ability to write highlight, but was happy with pulp. I don't know, I might check out more of his stuff and see what I think about that. I've also been continuing to read George R. R. Martin's Dream Songs, which is still going well. I made a note of the ones that I've read. I've finally gotten to the point where he's gotten pretty good at writing. They start with like his earliest writings and kind of it progresses throughout that. Yeah, I started Gormenghast as an ebook, and then I ordered a copy. But the last one I just read was it was a song for Laia, or maybe it's Leah, I don't know. I think it's Laia. That might not be exactly the title, but it was roughly that. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a pitfall of chronology because it is fun to see how he like developed. Because he's also like written these in exclusively like first person so far, I think. That's one you've heard of. Yeah, he won an award for it. We've broken into like he wrote a stretch of stories that won awards, and then he really took off. Won or were nominated at least. That one was a really cool story. I liked that one quite a bit. So we're getting into it. I started the one after that, like last night, I think. And I don't think I will find it as good as this one, but I don't know, maybe it'll take a turn. Yeah, Song for Laia was very cool. It's about this like alien planet that people are colonizing, and they go and they're trying to understand why the natives of the planet participate in this like suicide cult, where they like choose to, once they reach a certain age, they choose to become infected with this parasite that eventually they die to, and they call it Union. And so, like, the people, the human administrators on the planet call in specialists to come figure out why they do that. Because they can't understand it, and, like, some of the humans living there have started to do it too. It was really cool. Really cool. A lot of, world building. A lot of interesting stuff in there. I liked it. Yeah, it is neat. In other short story news, I also have read a little bit more of Jean's stories. Reminds you of Solar. Oh, okay. How do you call back to his earlier books in the Game of Thrones series? Oh, does he? Yeah, that's cool. I read more of Gene Wolfe, and there's a distinct point in the last 2 stories I've read where I went, these are starting to feel like ideas that became Book of the New Sun. I'm starting to feel it. I wasn't feeling it, but now I'm thinking, I haven't checked the chronology on this, but I can bet you these were leading up to writing that. And I can't even necessarily explain why, because it would be spoilers for Book of the New Sun. Okay, been thinking for a while. I see. I don't know. I think that there's always more ways to find more books. Sometimes you gotta go digging. I would say go for the classics and go from there, but that's me. Wait a minute, this is just Book of the New Sun. No, it's not just, but, like, there's definitely ideas starting to come up in there that I go, no, you don't have to leave. I don't want to try to go into it. But I read, the last one I read was about a chess computer. That was a time. Search Gormenghast, and the people also searched. Here was Book of the New Sun. How similar is it so far? I don't think they're very similar at all, really. Been reading Shadow Slave, a web novel. When you walk into something someone's been working on for years. Oh, that's fun. I've never gotten into web novels. I guess I've never, like, heard of any that anybody's, like, hyped up to me in a way that I would be interested in them. But I imagine there's gotta be something out there that I would find cool. Just because there's so much. But I feel like it's a whole world that I'm not very aware of. But yeah, Gene Wolfe's short stories going great. Going great. In other short story news, I read a couple of Lovecraft stories. And they were okay. They were distinctly okay. I read The Man of Stone, I think it was called, and The Festival. And I found The Festival really funny. In its own way. A niche web novel goes by the name of Homestuck. I thought that was a web comic. Not a web novel. Yeah, The Festival is really funny because it's like it's this really long. Yeah, it is the one you mentioned, and I checked it out after that, and he does all this really intricate setup and all of this, like, really intense mood establishing, and then it's just over. And then it just ends. And then like it starts to get spooky and the guy goes, okay, I'm out, bye. And that's it. One of the ones where the twist is the man was secretly Portuguese? No. Yeah, it's just like, it's this really spooky town and all these people are going to their big scary ritual, and then that's it. a Lovecraft arc a few years ago and remember nothing. Nice. Yeah, like the setup that he did was fun. I could definitely, it started to bleed into his sort of ideals at some point. I could feel it starting to turn into his own issues at a certain point when we got down there in the depths, but we did. I liked the lead up to this. I liked some parts of it. But I don't know, that's Lovecraft. It'll always be like that, I think. You can either be, oh, that's intriguing, or look at this spooky, mundane thing. Yeah. Or, man, this guy was messed up. Either amazing stories or just okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've found any of his amazing stories. Maybe I will, but I'll... It's something where I'm like, I'll read these every now and then. This isn't my business, I'm a dip, yeah. Literally, he dove into the water. The first few pages of Shadow moment lasers got introduced. You were super surprised initially that it won me over. Lasers are deep into the sci-fi. Yeah, I mean, it is set in like the far future, so it is sci-fi, but it doesn't feel very sci-fi. It tends not to feel very sci-fi, but yeah, I don't know. You get why now. Yeah, you get why now. I'm surprised you had sci-fi stories outside of book and you also grab your attention. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, in Dream Songs, I'm reading a lot of sci-fi stories right now as well. He was into sci-fi writing before fantasy. And that's been fun. We're reading Mir, a novel about 10th century nuns and the clash between pagans and Christians. Feels a lot like a first novel. Oh. Well, I hope it's still fun. I liked it, The Mountains of Madness. Definitely interesting rather than scary. Yeah, I don't think I read that one. Fish Village one. Yeah, Shadow over Innsmouth. I know I read that one, but I don't remember too much from it, honestly. I read it, like, maybe even in high school. Like the Antarctic one. That's Mountains of Madness, I believe. Neat. Yes, Lovecraft. Okay. Part of a book club. Ah, schedule is slow, so it'll be easy to read. Okay. Well, I hope it's fun as a book club thing. Wow. You have good Labor Day or good Monday if you aren't American. Well, thank you, Thomas. Thank you. Yeah, happy Labor Day to Americans out there. I guess I'm one, but it's written in first person present tense. Oh. Yeah, also happy Miku birthday. I have 2 secret books on here. I have one that I finished and one that I am still working on that are for talk research that I won't tell you more about, but I'm working on them. Mountains was fun but frustrating. You get to the point where you can empathize with the immortal plant people with 5 lines of symmetry but not brown skin, Howard. Oh, Howard. That sounds cool though. I might check that out at some point. We'll see. I always need some random things to throw in my reading pool every now and then. I started a book last night that I don't think I'll continue. About notebooks. I wanted something different. Oh ho ho! Months! 2 years goal ever so close. Dread it. Dread it? For what? Thank you for 20 whole months, Raven. That's such a big number. Heck, it's such a big number it doesn't even show up properly in the thing. It's screen. Thank you. You're cooking? Okay. That's not concerning at all. Not the history of the JoJo's timeline. No, the secret book is not the JoJo book I got. Oh my god, another 20 months! Apparently it's been that long. That's crazy. Well, thank you. Thank you, Armored. That's crazy. That's crazy 20 months. I also did a little bit of reading on early modern European society, still just kind of chipping away at that as I happen to feel like it. And I finally finished Steering the Craft. I don't have much to say about that either, but I finished it. I put it aside for a really long time, and I got through to the end. And yes, that's where it is. I may have also read a little bit of The Witcher at some point this month, but I didn't put that in there. Yeah, that's been my month. That's been what I've been up to this month. And it seems like so much reading, even though I have not done much reading in the past, like, week and a half, 2 weeks. What's Steering the Craft about? It's about writing. Can't solve any fun problems. I'm in a story that was in the first season of the show, actually, I think. Where they're, like, hunting a dragon. You know, with the 10 months, thank you! Not 20, but give me time! Alright, thank you for 10 months. What's the book about notebooks? You don't think you're gonna continue? I think it's just, I think it's called The Notebook. And then it has some subtitle I don't remember. It's about, like, the history of people using notebooks. I don't know. It seems a little too, I don't know, popular press for me. But that's okay. I think which book has higher highs or lower lows? Oh my god, everybody remembered their membership messages. We got 17 months of March, thank you! And for being a deacon. Oh my god, the commissions! I'm gonna be a little bit late on the vicar commissions this month, guys. I kind of totally forgot about them in the midst of anniversary prep. But anyway, well, this is the thing again. I forgot about it too. Hold on, let me get the script. Okay. Thanks for all these months. You're amazing. Thank you for being our Oshi. You get the drill. Man, time flies. Pretend mine is also 20 months. Already sent it this month. You can't join the fad. It's okay. You get to be a hipster. You already sent your membership message. You're cooler than these guys who just remembered. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't mean that. That's what you can claim about yourself now. We can expect them commissions in November. No, I'll get them done. No, I'll get them done soon. Yeah, that's all the books I had. These were not my real views. This was simply me proposing a theoretical, hypothetical, bloopy train of thought. Make one big drawing with all of them. No, I'll get it all done. But yeah, my voice is dying, man. My voice is dying and I need to go rest it. So do you want to see the schedule for next week? It's a really big special one. A really big special schedule. Oh, okay. I tried to save it and it got... Can you guess? Okay, go ahead and guess. Go ahead. Hit me with your guesses of what next week will entail. Converting many drawings into one larger drawing makes it faster. Yes. You're afraid? Silk Song of Verservillain. Yeah. Oh, Breath of the Wild. Good guess. Andre with the 14 months. Thank you. The message this month is BAM is cool. Can't believe you lie to the people like that. Garfield card? Okay. It was starring Metroid. That's another strong guess, but you're still off the mark. All Deep Rock Galactic. Not quite, no. You guys are getting close, though, I think. You guys are getting close. But no, it is even more special than all of that. Oh, wait, okay. In order, Hollow Knight. Wishing you were playing Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight. Silk Song. Back to Hollow Knight for engaging. Horse Girl Gotcha Game? No, Hollow Knight won again. Alright. Well, no, it's even more special than all of that because there will be a Zatsu next week. Can you believe that? And that will be our anniversary stream on Friday. So make sure you're there for our big anniversary stream for 2 whole years. And also Silk Song. Also Silk Song. Yeah! I'm getting ready for it. My arm was hurting. So I didn't do work on the anniversary project today, but I have other work to do on the anniversary project after stream today, and then tomorrow I will get back to the other work for the anniversary stream, and it'll all work out. I might not get everything done that I wanted to, but at least some of it. At least the one big thing, and then we'll go from there. Zatsu just a week away. Can you believe that? Just a week away. Zatsu just a week away. Yeah. Oh, alright, Silk Song. That's cool, I guess. It's no Zatsu. I don't have no space in the message, but we're gonna put, now, his next line is gonna be, I don't think so, you're lying. Yeah, we're gonna do the anniversary Zatsu, and then after that, I'm gonna do another stream and play more Slugs. We'll do a brief little Silk Song stream after. I have to. But also make note of the times. Anniversary stream will be at normal time, because I didn't think it would be a good idea to not have it at normal time. So you're welcome. I'm taking out of my Silk Song playing time just for you guys to have a Zatsu. And then Thursday, the day Silk Song comes out, we will be starting it at 8 a.m. And then Saturday and Sunday, we're starting it at 9 a.m. So the longer I play it for each day, the faster it is off the schedule. The faster we go back to normal, and many of you will be able to watch me again. So, kicking all the Silk Song poses out of the stream. I will make anniversary its own separate stream, so don't worry. Interesting that now is where you learn you found me like 4 months in. Yeah, that's been so long. You put poses before Silk Song? That's right, you should feel honored. The faster it takes, the faster we can return to it for a second run, of course, but that'll be a once a week thing. Gonna need to beat Silk Song before you can join those streams. I'm certain that will be the case with a lot of folk. I'm counting on it. So I'm gonna play it a lot and get through it, and then once you guys get through it, you can join in. I'll probably still be playing it when some of you are done with it. 2 months from now. I hope it doesn't take that long. We also have a normal Tuesday. It's sort of a gardening themed. The poll is up for that. I only remembered to get it up today, but it is up. So make sure if you are a devotee, you vote for that. And we will be finishing Hollow Knight tomorrow. I'm going to prioritize ending the game tomorrow, and then I will keep working on Grim depending on the time we have. So if I have to come back to Grim later on, then that's fine. Cool. Thank you, Pop. A very fun chill devotee poll. Yeah, and also Wednesday no stream because I'm gonna make sure I have everything ready for Friday. That'll be my last push to make sure I have everything super ready for Friday. I can play Silk Song without concern. Strong feelings on Hollow Knight so a lot this month is me looking over and saying that's nice. Very, oh, I'm happy for you. I guess that could be worse. Yeah, very big week. Very big bug week. Like someone's speedrun on. Pretend it's you to save time and stress. No, it's okay. I do want to finish it. I never beat the game before the first time I played it. I didn't actually beat the final boss. I have to learn that and do that, and I think it will be okay. And then we will do Grim depending on how long that takes. 2 bug weeks in a row, and you'll never guess what the week after this is most likely gonna be. I'll throw some non-Silk Song streams in there for sure. I think you had a question about the books, but you forgot what it was. Well, if you remember, let me know. What, next bug month? That'd be crazy. Who would do a whole bug month? What? Then what? Then bug year? What? Who would do a bug year? That's crazy. Shoptember. Kabuto Park all week. That'd be fun. But yeah, we'll have probably a regular Tuesday the week after this, and then one other stream. I don't know. But then the rest will be Silk Song. Silk Song is a little tougher because when Overture came out, I knew that would be kind of short. You know, I knew that I could just set aside a few days and knock it out. But Silk Song's not really going to be like that. It's going to take a long time, so we'll see. We'll see. It will be managed somehow. January 2026, it took a little longer. Oh, I hope it doesn't take that long. There's gonna be so many secrets. Yeah, I'm sure it'll take, you know, playing it and then waiting a while and finding out about all the secrets everybody else found and then playing it again. Playing it again and on a normal schedule and enjoying all of that. So there's gonna be some. I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun week, I say again. Then a third time for good measure to get another ending. And then a fourth time when they drop DLC. And yeah, 2nd anniversary. And just make note. Just a little Zatsu, nothing special, unless there is something special. Unless Liza P music starts playing in the background. Nothing, unless. Like the red? Yeah, I thought it was special enough to bring out a new color. You've been here before? Okay. You're gonna go out with your wife on that day, but this is more important. Yeah. Silk Song allows Steel Soul right off the bat. You might make some bad decisions. No. It is gonna have Steel Soul. It says on the Steam page, and I mean, like, of course it would, but I doubt it, but I've not modded myself into Liza P. Funny that it was actually a completely untroubled development. They just had all the time in the world since the first game made them all fabulously wealthy. Yeah! I mean, that's so nice in its way, isn't it? Before your birthday so you can ensure you're there to celebrate. Woohoo! New Silk Song character B from the game. New rarity for a scheduled day lucky drop. Yeah! I'm confirmed to have something called Silk Soul. Oh, I thought that I looked at the Steam page earlier, and maybe my brain just auto-filled the wrong thing. Hope there will be Clown Bug. No, it says Steel Soul on the Steam page. Though I feel like I have seen it say Silk Soul before. So I don't know, but the Steam page says Steel Soul. You're gonna get your kidney surgery on Friday, but it's gonna have to stay in the fridge a bit longer. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I feel like I heard Silk Soul somewhere too. I think that as well, but I'm looking at it saying Steel Soul. So I don't know. I like it says it's a new mode. It is not new. We already had that. It rains. You in Stone Alive and Silk Soul? Oh man. Oh man, not again. New Silk song is new. Oh, okay, I see. I guess that adds up. Yeah, guys, this has been the Marvellous Media Monthly. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you look forward to next week. And I'll make sure I get things posted in the appropriate locations. And tomorrow will be more Hollow Knight. Also, once you conquer the kingdom, no bad decisions. Yeah, no bad decisions this time. You'll have other bad decisions to make, I'm sure. I'm gonna work more today. That's right. I have a thing I have to go work on. While roommate's home and can help me. I'm gonna go do that. More bug day. It's gonna be a bug week again. Yeah, I'm gonna go work on that and hopefully get a lot of things done in these next days. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I thank you everybody for sharing your things you're into, and yeah, I don't know, my voice is dying. I gotta go. Everybody have a good oh, hello. You've come just in time for the end. Whoops. Well, hello, and I hope you have a good bread and a good rest of the day or night or whatever it is where you are, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.